Yeah. I'm not seeing anybody's radio thing key off. Hello, 1, 2. Radio chat.
Yep, I can hear you.
Thank you.
Radio check.
Yes, I got you, Dave.
Okay, no crashing into me this time, Robbie.
No promises, dude. I drive with my eyes closed. You got to remember. But I'll try. Oh, don't worry. He's killing everybody, too. Don't forget that. Back in this car.
Thanks, guy.
Right.
Always a pleasure.
Good evening, everyone. Want to welcome you all to the July edition for 2024, the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. You bet. Great to see everyone out tonight as we dive into the cockpit of the FIA F4 machine here at Circuit de Navarra. This is a track that, well, it takes a little bit to get your arms around it. So get some good practice in here. We have about 55 minutes remaining in our qualifying session here, which is our Hot Lap Championship for this season. We will have our usual 15-minute fun race after our qualifying Hot Lap Challenge is done. And we'll award the winner tonight with a $25 Ricmotech gift certificate. You betcha. So $25 on the line tonight to go shopping at ricmotech.com. So make sure you stick around for that. That'll be coming up again in 55 minutes, and we'll see who's going to be the winner at the top of that leaderboard. And of course, please stick around for that 15-minute fun race. It'll be coming up immediately following. Great to see everyone out tonight. Of course, Kenneth, appreciate you being here. And Woodard, great to have you out tonight. See Greg Cole. Oh, Greg, that's Shaun. That's your brother, isn't it? And, of course, Andrus Slizin's great to see Andrus out tonight as well. We are live. We did manage to get the Simpit up and fired up and running, so we are live on YouTube.
I got you. Shit. Damn. What at setup? Are you still with Laguna, Brian? Okay. So you're just on a stock
Connected.
Laguna one?
But
Channel
it still
switched.
seems to work, so I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Um,
And
Oh,
Leo
actually,
just
I've-
jumped out in front of
what's that?
Oh, kid. Leo just did us by a second. You got me by a second and a half, and he just raped us both.
Yeah, that 40.8 is a very stout lap.
Boy, nice time out of youngster Leo Dragata. Great job out there, Leo. Ryan Highcotter sitting P2 on the board, but I'll tell you, Leo coming in with a 140.883. Brian and Robby were duking it out here ever since the session went live. Down in that 142, 143 mark. Brian pops that 141.8, and then here comes Leo with a 140.8. Great job out there by the youngster. Kenneth Estep coming in with a 148.593. I know he'll be working on that time. David Levesque, great to see you out tonight, David. A 143.757 on the board.
All right, Robby, I've shared that setup. I'm going to go out right now with one click less front wing, just see what that does.
I had to, yeah, that other one, I stiffened the front. I think the front's too soft here. You know what I mean?
Okay, I think I have audio going out now.
Oh, Leo shared his setup too, it looks like.
Nice.
I might want to. So the
Yep,
kids
I
have started
do.
the
I am
carts, I
hearing it.
see. Right?
I'm sorry, Robby, go ahead.
The kids have started the carts. Leo
Yes,
and-
yes, yeah, Leo, exactly, and Lucas, yep.
And Lucas. So I've got a 5-year-old kid named Carson in Arizona who is basically the dead opposite of Leo and his brother. This kid goes out to the go-kart track and at 5 years old is beating the 12-year-olds. He's just a freak. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm like, you really need to get him into a sim. So they just got him a sim. And he's starting to play on it, but this kid is
Just unbelievable.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous how stupid talented some of these kids are.
It is. It's just remarkable. Yeah, I think we're going to continue to see that growth, you know, and then you have a kid with natural talent like that. You get him in a sim and get his muscle memory built and his ability to race in traffic and all of that down, man. Yeah. Big future there. Especially starting him at that age. My gosh.
Yeah.
How old were you when you started, Robby?
5.
Oh, yeah.
Same for you, Brian?
In real cars, 30.
Oh, that's right. That's
Other
right.
than like track days and autocross and stuff.
Yeah, right. Of course. right. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5 I got put in my first go-kart.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
Well, that's right
And
next
the
door
way
to
I
Bert.
learned was, yeah, my dad would stand in the track with a stick. If I turned in early, I'd run over him, so that fixed that. And if I lifted before I got to him, I got hit with the stick.
Nice.
So I got hit with one stick, and then I drove through the fence.
Oh, jeez.
So I won 36 IKF races in a row with inverted starts.
Wow.
And my 37th, I was leading the race, and my dad thought said I was riding the brake, so he threw a tire at me and hit me, knocked me out of the track, and I cartwheeled into a field
Oh,
for my 37th, which would have been an IKF record.
Oh,
oh my gosh.
come on.
Yeah. No, dude,
Boy,
my
the
first
stories
time
you
at
have to
Pikes
tell.
Peak,
Mm.
my first time at Pikes Peak, I had to get the car ready, put it all in a trailer, and then I had to go run Dijon in France. Okay. So it basically told my guys, here's the car, it's ready to go. Drive it up there, because I was going to be flying in, getting up at 3 and racing. Okay. Everything's done. I set the car up, blah, blah, blah. It's all fine. I get in the next morning. I get up, go into the car, make a right-hand corner. Whoop, the car don't fucking turn, goes right off the road.
Uh-oh.
Right off of Pikes Peak.
Oof.
First day, Pikes Peak off, done. Shoo, later, see ya. Bye, bitch.
Oh.
And get done with all of that nightmare. Oh, it's a long story on how pissed I was with my dad and stuff. But long and the short of it, we're downtown now eating, having breakfast, whatever, after practice. And he looks at me and he goes, "So did you check your setup before you drove the car?" And I said, "I didn't have to check the setup. I checked the setup in Albuquerque when I loaded the son of a bitch and bolted it down.
Right.
It should be fine." He goes, "Well, you might want to look at that left rear toe." My dad went and towed the left rear out 1/2 inch
Mm.
Jeez.
for my first time up Pikes
Apologies, couldn't
Peak.
get it up.
At Pikes Peak?
At Pikes Peak, my first day in an open wheeler.
Wow.
Not even an exaggeration.
Woof. That's
I
tough.
put my plate in my lap, put my back to the table, and that's the way I ate the whole rest of the week. I wouldn't
Wow,
talk
I
to him.
bet.
I wouldn't look at him. I wouldn't see him. You sorry son of a bitch. And
Oh,
now
my
that
goodness.
he's dead, I regret not just kicking his ass. Like, just, not kill him. Just beat the shit out of him. This, hey, you like doing that? Here. Boom, 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 boom. Wrong guy to do it too. Yeah, I went off. 4th gear corner. 100-foot drop.
Golly.
A little baby aspen tree kept me up and kept me from going all the way down. So.
That's just crazy. My gosh, what a story.
Oh,
yeah, you have a lot of them, man. This
he was that way the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, that was just the way it was. And back in the day, I mean, it was, different time, different era.
I didn't realize he was so narcissistic that he really didn't want me to beat him.
Yeah, right. Sure. Yep.
At 14, we went out. My first
Yeah,
full-size stock car. We went and we ran. And
this is a funny story. I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
Yeah, he put me in his lap. It scared the shit out of me, but he couldn't tell me how to left foot brake. But he put me in his lap and I finally saw it. So long and short of it, I went out there and I was actually able to beat him. I beat him at 14. At 14, I beat Robby Unser, and the man never beat me the rest of my ever. One time in any damn thing, anything.
After that, yep.
Never. I made him my bitch in everything we ever did. Snowmobile, motorcycle. For that matter, Al Jr. too. He was just a pussy, really, when it came to everything, snowmobiles, all that kind of stuff. He was a little girl.
So just a slightly competitive family.
Oh shit, it was rough, dude.
Rough. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, Ryan, could you imagine?
It was brutal, dude.
You couldn't bring out a
And
deck
it was
of
for
cards or
keeps.
anything without, the house merely getting ripped to shreds.
And I mean, try to hurt your ass, not just,
Right.
Let's have fun.
Right.
No, like, fucking hospital time.
Unbelievable. And no worry afterwards, no concern.
Not even who gives a shit. That took your competition out.
Yeah,
Well, Uncle Al used to tell Al Jr. the best way to beat someone is make sure they can't get on the track. That's what it was.
Yep.
Seriously, keep them, don't race them. That's the easiest way. I mean, they were. Well, you can see how we all ended up. It was beyond narcissism. Like seriously beyond narcissism.
Yeah, and it, in that time, that era, that was really the pinnacle of that. I mean, they were raised in that environment, and for them to have the success like that, and boy, it just went right to their head, didn't it? I mean,
they're brutal.
Yeah, boy, some of the stuff we've talked about is just amazing. One day, maybe you can share it with the world. One day, maybe. Yeah. Well, I tell you, you guys are having a time out here. I'm watching several full circular spins in some of these corners. It's quite interesting. I'll tell you what, if anybody wants to come out and join us and show off your talents in the FIA F4 machine here on iRacing, we are at Circuit de Navarra this evening, 2.44 miles around this 15-turn course. Little tough to memorize it, or I should say, takes a few laps to get it under your belt, but it is a fun track to drive. A lot of closing radius corners. You've got hairpins, some fast sweepers, some uphill S's, a little bit of undulation here and there, some bumps in some of the corners. Quite a challenging track as we watch Andrew Slizzens getting loose there. All right, looking at the leaderboard here, Leo Dragata chipped away another 3/10 off of his time. We'll go ahead and put out an announcement on that one to the drivers. A 140.568 now out of Mr. Leo Dragata. He's showing us how to get it done out there on that F4 machine. Yeah. Showing us his talents in the open wheel car as well as the tin top, being quite successful over in the Ricmotech series on Monday evenings. Make sure and check those out on YouTube if you get a chance. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, the Ricmotech series goes live. There's everything from the World Challenge to the Sports Car Series featuring GT4 and LMP3. Those series rotate on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. That Ricmotech series has been running for, oh my goodness, nearly 9 years now. So be sure to head over there and check them out. And also check out Ricmotech.com while you're at it. And everything you need for sim gear, they have it. It is amazing the amount of suppliers they have.
Ricmotech, high-performance sim racing equipment. Whether you're just looking to have fun, train for race day, or become a serious esports competitor, Ricmotech has you covered. Hundreds of name brand parts. Support from experts that love sim racing. Trusted by the pros. There's only one place to go. Ricmotech.com.
Motion sim unit, or slip sense unit rather, on it. Quite an amazing drive. But that one will cost you a couple of pennies. But yeah, you can get started in the sim racing world by visiting Ricmotech.com. Looks like we may have our good buddy Mr. Shaun Cole joining us again. Shaun, are you putting on gloves?
I am. I don't know what's working or not working.
Well,
I think my rig will work.
Your rig is working. Your mic is not on your headset. I'll let you know that.
Yeah,
He says, I don't care.
I'm getting an echo because I'm hearing it twice.
Ah, okay. That may be why I'm hearing it kind of echoey as well.
Microphone muted.
Is that the echo?
Oh, that's gone now.
I know what I was hearing, I think.
Okay, yeah, you sound nice and clear now.
Can the stream hear me is the next question at this point.
Yeah, anybody out there hear Shaun currently if you're watching?
Wow, this rig feels all condensed.
Let me see if I can hear you on the stream.
Testing. I will do some talking for a little while. I'm going to get my frustrations out on this car, slam it into the wall at about 190. Oh, wait.
You boy, I want to see that. This fucker won't
got
go
you on the
190
stream.
if we
Coming
throw
out,
it out
Shaun.
of a
We got you.
C10.
All right.
30,000 feet.
110.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Dave. All right, I think I got everything sorted, or at least sorted enough for now.
I think it's looking good. It's sounding good, Shaun. Appreciate all your work, buddy. Dave, thank you. Appreciate your input there. All right, guys, if you are not on track out there, it's time to get into this machine. That F4 here at Circuit de Navarra out here in Spain. Beautiful weather here for Hotlap Humpday Challenge for July of 2024. This should be an exciting one tonight. We've got quite a few drivers loaded in already and more on the way. Minimite is the password. Let me go ahead and type that back into the chat here for everyone.
Who's that? Oh, sorry, Robbie.
You're good.
Oh.
I've never been here before.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Take
this
you
is
around 90 left, downshift to second, 90.
See, I feel like Shaun is like an old R Factor buddy of mine because I used to watch you guys on the show so much back then, you know, when R Factor was really, you know, prominent. And
This is a flat left-hander.
and Navarro wasn't out yet.
Right.
It came out, that track was built in real life in 2010.
No way.
So, yeah, so our old days back in, you know, 2006, 2008, you know, heavily into R Factor and all the courses that were available that you could download, all the mods that were out there. And yeah, this is one that I wasn't familiar with either, Shaun. This was a new one to me. I know a lot of tracks and a lot of turns, but yeah, this one I'm still getting my head around it. And I'm doing it via watching you guys. That you, Robby? Yeah, Robby getting, oh, he's still trying to get it righted. There we go. Well, taking a look at that leaderboard.
I keep chasing that stupid left-hander there, or that right-hander.
Ah.
I got to just slow down.
Well, I'll tell you, the driver to be chasing tonight, well, Mr. Leo Dragata, 140.213. He takes another 3/10 off that time. Brian Highcotter now out there hustling down to a 140.736. He drops another 10th. And then, of course, Andrew Slisden's doing what he does best, man, getting it done out there in that open wheel machine. 140.804. He's now closed within a 10th of a second on Mr. Highcotter there. That's your top three standings right now with 34 minutes remaining.
This feels like a lemons race where we came to the track and ended up in the pits during qualifying. What do you know?
Are you third or second there, Brian?
Third, just.
Okay, I'm going to second there. That might be.
Still making sure the thing even works, let alone post a time.
Right.
All right, I'm going to post a lap. I don't think I got an off. I don't think it was very fast.
Damn it, that was an off track. I didn't get that. If you got a run on me, tell me, Brian.
Not quite. I'll hang back.
Watching Robby Unser here. Working his way. That tow line out there to Brian. Coming out of turn 2, now down into 3 here. Very fast sweeping left-hander. Pretty much wide open through this next corner here. You guys lifting just slightly there?
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Well, now I know you're getting down on the brakes.
Ah, what?
Ah, look at that, Robbie. Sorry, buddy. Nice catch. Hold on to her.
You need to go, Brian.
Well, Shaun's out there just trying to get the track in his brain, and he's doing a pretty good job. I caught her now trying to close in on the 39. He's
Go ahead, Robbie.
Shaun Cole being gracious and allowing the machine of Mr. Unser and High Cotter go on by there as they're trying to press on and get those times down. Shaun still finding his legs around here at the moment. Hopefully we'll see a lap out of Peter Doblow as he joins the session. Kenneth E. step out there with that 145.706 still on the board. Wooders had a good run there, a 144.367. Good to see Mr. Van Morik out here tonight. All three drivers now making their way through those first couple of corners. Back to that fast left-hander. Getting up to about 120 miles an hour on that little straightaway there. Then heavy braking as this radius just closes through this section.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm carrying too much.
I like that front wing change, Robbie.
Yeah.
Going down one on the front.
Going down one. Yeah, now I'm losing the back on entry. It's mechanical.
All right, drivers, 30 minutes remaining in our Hotlap Humpday Challenge here for July. And of course, we will have that little fun 15-minute race afterwards for bragging rights. But right now, we're still hot and heavy in this hot lap for tonight. Still looking at that leaderboard with Leo Dragata up there at the top, 140.213. Oh, Andrew Slissons makes a big move down to 140.311. Just notice that on the board there. Great time out of Andrews. Driving that familiar number 99 here this evening. I bet that car is red and white, too. I have to take a glance at his machine here. David Levesque coming in with a 142.738. He's our next driver that's just outside of the 140s, trying to work his way down there. Got a couple of seconds to chip away on there. Robby Unser sitting on a 143.170. He's brought his time down slightly. He's trying to get that car under grip out here. See how things progress in this final 30 minutes of the July Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Appreciate everyone being with us out there in the Simpit world. If you want to get your hand at it here in this F4 machine at Circuit de Navarra, come on out. Mini Might is the password. Of course, we are on iRacing in the hosted sessions. Again, look for Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge, hosted by Frank Rico. And again, we are at Circuit Navarra, so you can search either by just the name Frank, which should get you there. That should bring the session up.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, I almost got the layout.
All right, good. I will try my best not to distract you, Mr. Cole.
Oh, it's okay. My brain's mush already.
It's mush already, right? Oh, goodness. Well, we got our eyes on that number 7 machine there, Mr. Dragata. Well, there's Lebescu. Now back to Dragata here. My paint's to refresh here. Looked like I had one that wasn't coming through here. Watching Leo in that white and red 7 machine coming down into the hairpin. Making his way out onto that front straightaway here. Again, 2.44 miles around Circuit de Navarro. It's a 15-turn road course. Quite a combination of corners as we hear the frustration of Mr. Unser getting caught by one of those corners possibly.
Yep.
Oh, there goes 7 car around. We watched Dave Lebescu making his way through those first couple of corners. Oh, got our camera on Shaun Cole here now in that beautiful blue and orange Simpit machine as he makes his way into turn 1. Just a slight sweeper to the right, dive down into turn 2, then heavy on the brakes while you're trying to get that car rotated. Not an easy thing to do. Here we go. Robby Unser making his way now through this very difficult braking section that takes you into the uphill S's here. All right, Wooder, I'm going to take a look at that now, buddy. I just saw your message come in. Its speed is 37. Okay, Wooder, it looks like you went through the first set of cones, or I'm sorry, across the first white line at 46 miles an hour. But when you get to the cones, as you get to the entry, you're at proper speed. Not see what it's black flagging you. Okay, stand by. Let me clear your black flags. Oh, my goodness. Look at that leaderboard. Andrus Slissen's laying down one heck of a time here, a 139.767. Unbelievable. Picking up a half a second on the youngster Leo Dragata. Leo's going to have to put his head down and get to work. Brian Highcotter right on his tail with a 140.392, just less than a tenth separating both of those drivers. David Levesque now getting his time down to a 142.150, and Robby Unser, he's on the hunt as well. I need to mute my mic on TeamSpeak when I do that. Got our eyes on Shaun now, making his way down into the first couple of corners here. This first sector a little tricky. Look at him getting that thing rotated down into turn 3. Nice job, Shaun.
That was kind of crazy. That was like a drift.
It was, man. That was beautiful. Well done. David Levesque now heading up into that very tricky couple of left-handers here that bring you up the hill to the left, putting a lot of pressure on the right side of the car there, and trying to get that thing to rotate back to the right once you come up to the uphill left. Very difficult set of corners there. Weight transfer there on the car is a little bit tough to handle. David Levesque, man, he's really working it down to that 142.15. He's trying to pick up as many tenths of a second as he can here as we watch him heading into that hairpin. It looks like Brian Highcotter's right behind him. See if Brian's able to pick up a little bit of draft.
Okay, that was not bad for a recon.
Oh, Shaun Cole zooms right up to the leaderboard there. I tell you what, Shaun picking up P4 right out of the gate with a 142 flat. Go get him, buddy.
All right, what's our time left? 20?
19 minutes. Yep, just under 20 minutes remaining. 19 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
You know, I've tested a gazillion steering wheels, right?
Yep.
There's only one wheel that the company who made the display, you know, using SimHub, right? Where it has the time left in the session running.
Oh, wow,
And it's the real one. You know how iRacing has 2 timers, kind of, and one's wrong and one's right?
Yep.
This has the right timer on it. So when you're in a race, it's not the, like, when the session started, but when it started the actual clock, right?
Right.
And it's the only, I've tried, again, I've probably used 50 steering wheels in my day at this point.
I'm sure you have.
And this is the only one. And then again, I know it's any wheel can have it, right? Because it's an output that's within SimHub.
Sure.
But nobody adds that to their displays. When you're like downloading various displays, you know, they'll have a brake bias, fuel, gear, speed, you know, but none of them have that timer. And I use like, especially if you do a lot of endurance racing, it's nice having it, you know.
It's very nice, yes. Well, and you can, when you get in the car, you can say, okay, I got in at 2 hours and 4 minutes. And now you've got that mark in your head as you're out there driving. You kind of know, you know, the time that you've put in the car.
Exactly. So, all right, I am going to just stretch my legs for like 2 seconds here and then come back because I'm still running a little behind. Anyone out there at TV land, I know it's sort of a secret stream, which is unfortunate, but if you want to join us and you haven't already, we are under hosted session. The room is hosted by Frank Rico, that's Ricmotech, and the session name is Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday. We're at Circuit de Navarra, which is a fun little track. Enjoying this track. It's real tricky, but you can learn it quick, and it's a lot of fun, which makes it even cooler. And yeah, password is Minimite, which is the steering wheel that I am using. But if I'm not mistaken, all 3 drivers you see on screen are using Minimites.
They are, and including myself, even though I'm not on track.
Oh, so even the 4th. So all 4 voices on the stream today are running Minimites.
Yep. An ode to Mr. Frank.
Indeed. All right, I will be back in 2 seconds.
Sounds good, buddy. All right, Peter Doblo out there on track. Good to see him getting some lap times in. Let's see what he's laid down, a 145.777. He has 8 laps under his belt here, but good to see him back on track as we're getting down to, well, we're at about 16 and a half minutes remaining here in our July edition of the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. We'll give him a 15-minute announcement here in just a moment.
Damn it.
Now, with the drivers running just shy of 2 minutes, they'll be able to get about 7.5, 8 laps in here coming up at that 15-minute mark. Watching Mr. Highcotter now. Getting into that fast left-hand sweeper that wraps around into those tricky turns 2 and 3. Watching Wouter Van Moort coming out of the pits now. Looking to work away at that time that he has. Wouter sitting on a 144.367 right now. Just 5 laps under his belt. He must be feeling pretty comfortable here at Navarra. Has probably run this on another sim at some point maybe, or could have just had a lot of time here at Navarra on iRacing since it was released. Peter Doblo now working his way through that very tight hairpin section. Out of that final corner of turn 15, that 44 car of Peter Doblo now crosses the line. Let's see if he is able to improve on his time. Sitting on a 146.7 on that lap. He has a 145.7, so he's still searching for that perfect line around here as we see him get sideways, backs out off of the track, getting out of the way there of Andrew Slizens. Andrew still chasing his leader time on the board there. He's got an incredible 139.767 up there in P1. 19 laps under the board for him. Just 23 incidents on the board for him out of those 19 laps, so pretty good average there. The driver with the least incidents, Mr. Shaun Cole, with 10 laps on the board and just 6 incidents.
Okay, I'm back.
Shaun, so far you seem to have roughly the best average of incidents per lap there, buddy.
Hey.
How about that?
Small victories.
Yeah, small victories. You got to take them. It's a little crown, but it'll still fit. Excuse me, is that an incident crown on your forehead?
I don't know. It feels a little more like a participation trophy, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. I can see the intense pressure on Mr. Highcotter's face. He is dialed in, looking for every inch that he can to chip away at that time. 140.392, sitting P3 on the leaderboard. He's just a 10th back from Leo Dragata, but he's about 6/10 off of our leader right now, Andrus Lissons. Andrus seems to always do well in our open wheel cars when we bring him to the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. You can almost expect him to have a really good night.
Oh, I meant to get my fan going. It's hot.
Yeah.
Coming out rolling down into turn 15 there, coming out of that final corner. Robby Unser looking for his best time here as we watch him cross the line. We'll see what he's able to. Oh, you're on an outlap. Sorry about that.
You can watch, but it ain't going to be very fun.
Yeah, well, you know, you never know, Robby. Hang tough, buddy. Leo Dragata really coming in hot through turns 1 and 2, having to put down a lot of brake pressure there on that exit. That's certainly going to cost his time there on that lap. I believe that was his next timed lap there for the leaderboard. Leo now making his way up through this little S section, 6 and 7. Take him into this hard right of turn 8. Hit this next straightaway here. Really, it's I guess that's probably the second longest straightaway between turns 8 and 9 here at Navarra. Leo again coming in a little bit hot on entry. Now down into that hard left of 11. That'll bring Robby Unser now into 12. Around 13 and into that slight left of 14. That'll bring him into the final corner here. How's your lap looking, Robby?
It'll be close.
It'll be
best,
close.
But not better.
Robby pops a 42.254. That's going to improve his time by just a 10th on the board there. So great time out of Robby. He's chipping away at it. Leo Dragata trailing behind here.
Again. I had it contained. Now I'm getting that oversteer on hard apex braking.
Yeah, it seems to do that pretty easy. I've seen several of the guys having issues with that tonight.
It's like hard trail braking will do it.
Yep. Yeah, getting up into that 6-7 complex there after that sweeper of 5, that is a really delicate rotation through there.
All right, I'm going to get that fan because I will die in the race, so...
Again, we got our eyes on the 2 and the 7 car here as they make their way down that straightaway between turns 8 and 9. Should be some good room for overtaking in this fun race we have coming up after our hot lap challenge. Just inside 10 minutes.
Ah, you bitch. Ah, sorry. Sorry, Leo. I tell you, I am sweating like a whore in church.
All right, back to the 7 and 2 car as they exit the pits. Leo and now Robby in tow. See if they're able to work on that leaderboard time. Got a car around there, turn 5 going into 6. Robbie making his way out of turn 8 there, hoping to pick up a little bit of draft from the 44 car, Peter Doblo. Doblo diving into turn 9 now, comes in a little bit hot. Let's see if he was able to hold on to it. Looks like he did. Now to 10, now down into that very hard left of 11 and 12. There's 2 of them here. Really coming down into 12 is almost an elbow there. Not a closing radius, but it sure is tough to get off that corner. Able to use up a lot of that exit, though. Coming out of 12, you've got
the better of me. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Shaun. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to talk over you. I was just noticing.
All right, folks, we have 7 minutes remaining. If you know this track really, really well as the car, jump in here. You'll get about 3 laps in. Again, the password is Minimite. We're going to have a fun race coming up here, 15-minute race. So if you can get in here before we get out of qualifying, we'll get you on the grid there. You may be starting in the back, but that's okay. Again, the password is Minimite, M-I-N-I-M-I-T-E. Got our eyes on Andrew Slizens here, an iRacing veteran. And that familiar red and white number 99, 139.767 on that leaderboard, and he is holding on to that time pretty strong. Although we do see a new time out of Mr. Brian Highcotter. He is going after that Hotlap July Championship here with a 139.982. Now just 2/10 off of our leader, number 99 of Andrew Slizens. Shaun Cole now making his way down into turn 9.
I'm on an out lap.
Copy.
So's Andrus ahead of me.
Copy.
Robbie's behind me.
We can tell Robbie's not on a out lap.
Nope.
Stay with it, buddy. All right, Leo Dragata now in the slipstream of Peter Doblo in that 44 car. Let's see if Leo is able to get any kind of a stretch here. Oh, and 44 stays wide, allows Leo to take the inside. A bit of a late move there for Leo to adjust to. This may not be his best lap as they do work their way. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and bail off of that lap. Back to the 39 car here. That beautiful blue and orange Simpit machine heading up into turn 1. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining, drivers. 5 minutes remaining. Oh boy, Shaun Cole.
First gear. I must not have jumped up to 6th. Did it just get dark here?
Looks like a cloud.
Darker.
Yeah. Well,
That changes everything.
That's not fog. That's smoke from your tires, Shaun.
All right.
This car also does not like to be braked on the curbing at all.
Oof, Leo Dragata coming in very hot behind the 44 machine. Peter takes a wide berth there and allows Leo to get down underneath of him there on exit.
Robbie jumped
Leo.
up to 4th, Kevin.
Oh, big jump on the leaderboard. Robby Unser in that number 2 machine, jumping all the way up to P4 with a 141.886. He's on the move, guys.
How much? What have we got for time?
4 minutes.
No. Screw it.
Keep going. Hang in there. You got a couple more laps in, buddy. Let's go. Let's go.
Like a whore in church over here.
I'll be
Tom,
your
if you're
motivator.
counting on me, that's big trouble because I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
The glue's not so bad. It's when you add all the other stuff into it.
Right? Yeah, it's when you mix it all. That's when it becomes dangerous.
It's the mix that really gets our butt.
Straight glue, not an issue.
Yeah, straight glue's not an issue.
Oh, we're joking, folks. We're joking, of course.
For educational purposes only.
For educational purposes only, for glitter, and yeah. All right, here we go.
I can't remember how to do that turn all of a sudden. Shit.
Peter Doblo in that 44, that dark goldish brown color. Can't quite dial that one in. Olive green, maybe? Boy, Peter's going to have to help me with that color he's chosen for that F4 machine tonight. Looks like he's trying to get right up in behind Shaun Cole there. Shaun trying to improve on his 142 flat, sitting P6 on the leaderboard. David Levesque sitting P5 in that number 68 with a 141.954. And up there in P4 now, our very own Mr. Robby Unser, 141.886, only about 1.9 seconds off of our leader. Andrew Slisson still sitting on a 139.767. Just a couple of minutes remaining. Here we go. 2 minutes remaining. All right, drivers, 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining in our Hotlap Humpday Challenge. We'll leave the mics clear in the session so drivers can concentrate. Of course, they may ask me to shut up as well so that the drivers and the broadcast can concentrate. Oh, we see Brian whipping that wheel there. He's,
Robbie, Chad just asked if you got larger monitors. Oh, he's not there.
Oh, he stepped away. Yep. Oh, Wooder has had to drop out of the session. Hate to see Wooder leave. We've got this fun race coming up here. But 1 minute remaining, folks. Andrew Slisson still sitting P1 on the leaderboard in that number 99. The 05 car of Brian Highcotter, P2 right now with a 139.791. P3, Leo Dragata sitting on that podium spot with a 140.213. Robby Unser, P4. And David Levesque, P5. Our very own Shaun Cole sitting P6 on the leaderboard now with a 142 flat. Just over 30 seconds remaining in the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge for July. This is our 7th edition for 2024. We will be starting our 7th year of the Hotlap Humpday Challenge the 1st of November this year, believe it or not.
Oh, I went off track. I was on a heater, too. Damn it.
Watching Brian Highcotter now making his way through turn 1 and 2. This is going to be a hot lap for him. Here comes the 99 of Andrew Slisson's looking to improve on his time. This is a timed lap for Andrus. Drivers are now out of time. The checker flag is out. See if these drivers can get their lap finished here. See if it will be recorded on the board. Shaun Cole still finishing his lap. Here comes Peter Doblo across the line. He's going to finish his session. Looks like a 146.759. David Levesque will be the next driver now to cross the finish line here. So we see Shaun Cole's already in the pits. He will hold with the time he has on the board. David Levesque now making his way down into what is a very tight wrapping exit of turn 13 now into the fast sweeping left-hander of 14. This will take him into that very tight wrapping turn 15, the final corner here at Navarra. He's approaching the line here. We'll see what kind of time he's able to improve on.
I threw away 2 tenths at the end.
A 141.947, a big jump for David Levesque all the way up to P5, a 141.947. It's going to put him just behind Robby Unser, though, so no change on the leaderboard here. But we see Brian Highcotter comes across the board, 139.759. He's going to hold on to that time. Let's see if we have any other drivers out on track. That is it. There we go. Our winner tonight, Brian Highcotter with a 139.759. shaving 8 thousandths of a second off of Andrew Slizzens on the final lap of this July edition of the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Congratulations to Mr. High Cotter, and I believe Brian, you may have already won this year. This may go to the second place driver, Andrews. I'll have to check our leaderboard here to see. I'll verify that here momentarily. All right, right now as we see it, Brian has won tonight's edition, but actually that ticket is actually going to go to another driver. I'm pulling up my information here now. Let's see here. Brian has won. Andrus has not. Andrus Slizzens is going to be our winner for the July edition. Andrus has not won one of the competitions yet this year. Shaun Cole winning last month. Now Andrus Slizzens for our July edition. Thanks for coming out, guys. We do appreciate all of you joining us. And out there in the Simpit world, again, thank you so much for watching our event here each and every month. We're coming up on 7 years now doing this broadcast. Shaun Cole, big thanks to you, buddy, for coming out. And man, what a job you did getting the broadcast up on the air with all of the technical difficulties you had tonight. You had to cool down. You came back, got your grip on the car, put your gloves on, and laid down the business you needed to do, man. Great job out there tonight. And we've got this 5-minute break here and a 15-minute race coming up here. So
we're already gridded,
loaded up on the grid, and we're going to go ahead and give instructions to those drivers now. Here we go, drivers. Tonight's rules. Guess what? Let's make sure that we've got plenty of fuel in the car. Drivers, make sure you check it. If you happen to have an incident during the race and your car becomes damaged, you must drive it to the pits in order to get your fast repair used. Then you can continue. If your car becomes damaged beyond repair and you are not able to drive back to the pits, you must escape or tow to the pits. You will be disqualified at that point. Please do not come back out on track. But if you do have an incident, you can get to the pits and get repaired. Please come back out on the track and continue your race. You never know what can happen in these events. Let's keep it clean out there. I'll be your eyes in the sky tonight in race control, making sure we don't have any unnecessary elbow running out there. Otherwise, let's have a good, clean race, and best of luck to each and every one of you. And again, congratulations to Andrew Slizzens. He will be taking home that $25 Ricmo Bucks gift certificate. So congratulations to him tonight for a great, outstanding run.
All right, so that's Leo in the blue, gray, white. That's Robby in the red, white, and blue.
Leo's in the white. Yeah, and next to me.
You don't see him as blue?
I see him as a white and red and black.
I wonder if my trading paints didn't load. What color are you, Robby?
I guess I'm iRacing colors. I don't know why my trading paints isn't working.
Yeah, Robby, you are, let's
Red,
see,
white, and blue, right?
You are purple, white, and red, or it's like a red, white, and purplish blue.
And what do you see Leo as?
I see Leo in a, oh shit, I went the wrong way. Hang tight here. Leo is
me, right, Shaun?
Yeah.
Leo is in his barber driving school, red, white, and black, number 7. Yep.
Yeah, barber driving school.
Yeah, so your paint's not loaded, Robby, for some reason. I see Shaun's nice and clear, and
oh, that's my stream PC. I'm seeing him the way Robby is. My trading paints didn't load on my race machine, but it did on the stream.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right, drivers, we are going to allow that pace car to get away here as we make our way towards the front straightaway. We will be going on green, so leader, we will be going on green. Let's try not to jump the start, guys. Again, leader on green.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
Have fun, guys.
When you see tires,
As we approach turn 9 here, drivers, let's be careful as we get into that 10, or sorry, the 10, 11, 12 complex. Very tight left-handers there. Let's make sure we give room.
The
Sorry, Robbie,
tire
go
on
ahead.
your little screen, is that like right now time temps, or is that like last?
That was last time they checked him in the pits.
Okay. All right, well.
I don't know about the modern F1 car, if they report or not.
All right,
Kevin, do you
drivers,
know?
we'll get the pack-up para call out of 13 here. Stand by.
Do the new big fancy cars have live tire temps?
They should. Well, they do in real life. I don't know about.
Yeah.
All right.
Approaching 13. We'll get the pack-up coming out of 13. All right, let's pack up. Get ready for the start. Stand by for the start. Green, drivers. I called that a little early.
Little
That's
bit.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. Here we go, down into one. Looks like Brian Highcotter is going to get that jump on the start. Leo right behind him, heading down through turn 2 here as they make their way into turn 3. Very tricky section here. That field's going to have to find their way backtrack right to set up this entry into the very fast left-hander of 5. We're heading up into turn 6 now. It's going to be very tight wrapping through 6. Oh, hold on to it. The 39 car looks like he's gotten loose in the background there. Highcotter still holding that lead there. Andrus Slizzens now got his way around that 7 car of Leo Dragata, but boy, he's right in the slipstream there of Andrus. Let's see if he's able to take that spot back away. We see Robby Unser now trailing just a few car lengths behind that top 3, looking to find his way into a podium position. Again, 15-minute timed race here at Circuit de Navarra. 2.44 miles around this course, and there goes the 7 car of Leo Dragata. Oh, an unfortunate slip for him, losing that rear end. Very difficult corner to get that power down on exit, and boy, it sure bit him. Back to our leaders now, coming out onto the front straightaway. Brian Highcotter with Andrus Slizzens in tow in that number 99 as they work their way across the stripe, heading down into that fast sweeping right-hander of turn 1. Robby Unser in tow, doing everything he can to maintain that pace. He got his wishes. He's up in that podium position. Now it's just a matter of keeping that car under him for the remaining minutes of this race. And just under 13 minutes remaining, as a matter of fact. Highcotter in that beautiful blue and orange Simpit machine here tonight, running his colors proudly in that 05. Oh, and we see Andrus Slizzens get loose at turn 6. That is such a difficult corner. He's able to straighten it out. Robbie's right there to make the move. He allows the 99 to come back on track. Nice, safe re-entry. Robby doing the gentlemanly thing, allowing him to have space to re-enter to the track. But how nice will he be when that slipstream pulls him right back up to him? I bet he tries to make a move here in the next couple of laps. Andrus Slizzens now.
Andrus, it better be a solid.
Yeah, we'll see. Andrus likes to push the envelope. We'll see how it plays out here. We got some battle going on back here with the 12 car of Joseph Spacek in that purple and white machine. He's trying to put on a showing here tonight. Latecomer to the event here this evening. 12 car putting on quite a show. They make their way into that little switchback now through the sweeper of 14. This will bring him into that final corner. Joseph Spacek feeling the heat now from that 628 machine, or 668 rather, of Wooder. Great to see Wooder back out on track here this evening. He's trying to get up into that slipstream of the 12 car here as they make their way down the front straightaway, revving out that inline 4 engine here. 6-speed sequential motor, or transmission rather. Down through turn 2 now, into turn 3. Oh, Wooter tries to make a move on the inside there on that entry into 3 as they come up and hit that turn 4. Very fast sweeper here. The 12 car gets a big run. Wooter pays for that dive that he tried to make there. The 12 car picks up some distance, but into that very difficult left-hander at turn 6. That weight transfer, getting that car back to flow through that right-hander of 7 and then creep up onto 8. That uphill off-camber corner. Now out of the tight right-hander of 8 onto the front straightaway. We see in the background there the 39 of Shaun Cole doing everything he can to hold on to those 2 ahead of him. Now through 9. This very fast corner here of turn 10. Now into those double lefts out of 11. 12 car feeling the pressure now of Wouter Van Morik. Wouter really trying to get up underneath that back end to pick up some slipstream. Try to take advantage here as they approach that final corner. Shaun Cole, oh man, he's closing that gap down within 4 car lengths now. He should be able to pick up some slipstream here as Wouter and Shaun come out of that final corner right on the heels of the 12. Let's see if they're able to close that gap here. 12 car got a nice run off that final corner. How are things going for you up there, Robby?
I'm okay.
Good, good. Confident words out of the Unser machine. Boy, Wouter just really stalking that 12 machine. The latecomer to the series here tonight. Oh, when he goes wide, the 12 car takes it very wide. Is Wouter able to get back underneath? He's not, but the 39's going to take advantage. Side by side as they come up out of 7. Now down into the hard right of 8, and the 39 clears him. The 39 goes wide. He's loose in the grass. Hold on to it, Shaun. He's got it. He's got it. Wouter goes wide. He's off track. Back on track now. Yeah, just trying to add some excitement, are you? Holy cow, Shaun. Wouter now trying to make up that ground. The 12 car. Holding smooth, but I'll tell you, the 668 machine has closed that gap already. With 8 minutes remaining, these 3 may be able to tighten this up. Right now, Brian Highcotter still holding down the lead out there in the race. Got a gap of about just under 5 seconds on Andrus Slizens. Robby Unser holding P3 now, about 5 seconds back as we watch these 3 still battle as the 39 goes a little wide out of 15.
How's my front wing look, Kevin? Can you see?
Yeah, let me see if I can get to you here. Let's see what we have. Front wing has some damage. You have sustained nose damage. You've got paint scraped off the nose. It's definitely affecting your aero, no doubt.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Pressure still on for the 12. Wouter Van Morik right there. Look at him just close that gap heading up into 6. Now through 7. Coming up out of 7, you've got that little bit of off camber as you get right up onto the exit there, right at the crest. Down through 8, very tight right-hander there. Not a closing radius, though, which is nice. Able to use up some of that exit. 39 car looking to recover now, back about 10 car lengths. Let's see if he can close that gap again. Ooh, Andrus Slizens dropping that gap to 4.4 seconds now on our leader, Brian Highcotter. Robby Unser holding tight there behind Andrus. Just 3 seconds back. Wouter Van Morik just giving it everything he has to keep that pressure on that 12 machine. Oh, he gets a nice run coming up off the exit here. Let's see if he can close that gap. 39 gets an incredible run up out of that 13. Seems to always close that gap coming up into the final corner here. Wouter trying to get a run off that last turn and just cannot seem to get the power down quite like the 12 car can. The 12 actually pulls a little bit of gap on that straight. You would think with possibly more downforce on that 12 car, the way he gets up out of that turn. But here he goes in deep into 2. Wooter gets right underneath him, and the 12 car taps him and spins him around as he re-enters the track.
Wooter, I hope I didn't touch you there.
You're dead.
Yeah, there was a little bit of slight contact there with the 12 and the 668 there. Twelve car up out of 7 now, down into 8. Shaun Cole looking to close that gap there. Yeah, it was just a racing incident. Both of you fighting for the line. 12 car maintaining position here. 39 closing gap now down into that heavy braking here of turn 11, this double right section. You come up over the hill here, then you've got to break down into another off camber of 12. Fortunately, you can let that car really track out onto that exit, but here is where it gets tricky. You've got a very difficult right-hander here you have to brake for. It gets loose coming off of that corner. Now you're into a very fast left-hander of 14, and then this brings you into yet another heavy brake zone down into this tight wrapping right-hander of 15. Shaun right up on the heels of the 12. Let's see if he can maintain that gap. We've noticed the last couple of laps where the 12 has been able to spread, and there he goes. The 12 putting a little bit of distance there on his competitor on the 39. The 39 is going to have to get this passed on in the road course section here with just over 4 minutes remaining. There he goes. He makes a move to the inside. Here we go. Down underneath. Through turn 3, the 39 gets the overtake done. The 12 is still there to the left. They're side by side, making their way down into the next quarter. The 39 gets the clearance. Beautiful overtake there by Shaun Cole, moving up into P4. What a nice move. Clean pass. Well done. Great competition there by the 12. Great battle. Love to see that kind of driving. Brian Highcotter, now a 10-second lead over Andrus Slizens. Andrus doing everything he can to keep that gap, but boy, Brian just putting on an exhibition drive here tonight, bringing that real-life GT experience to the table, putting on quite a show. Robby Unser, just 6.8 seconds back from Andrus Slizens. What a drive Robby has put in here tonight. Congratulations to him and that number 2 car. And Shaun Cole, man, what a drive here for Shaun. 3 minutes remaining. Let's see if these top 5 are able to maintain their positions. Wouter Van Morik now back there in 6. Go ahead. What was that, Brian?
Andrus is in the pits.
Andrus is in the pits.
I believe he has fast lap.
He's out of the pits.
He is coming out of the pits now. On the same lap as Shaun Cole here. Andrus now is dropped behind Robby Unser. Robby now up front, but Robby has about 13 seconds now on Andrus Slizens, but that's going to put Robby Unser up into the P2's position. What a run for him tonight. Working their way up through the S's now, through that complex of 6 and 7. Andrus Slizens now trying to gap that 39, but I'll tell you, Shaun putting on quite a drive here, keeping that gap about 4 to 5 car lengths. The 12 car of Joseph Spacek, man, he's just putting on a great run here tonight with these veterans of iRacing up here in the top 4. Got our eyes on Andrus Slizens here. He had to come in the pits. I'm guessing he needed a splash of fuel.
Yeah.
That would be my best guesstimation. He makes his way out of 13, that hairpin.
By a long way.
Yeah, true.
The fastest lap, I think, of the race.
Yeah. Well,
Well, No, Brian got into the 40s.
Yeah, he did.
finally.
Brian's 40.495. Yeah. It's an amazing time. All right, out of that final corner, Andrew Slissen's coming to the line. 1 minute remaining.
White flag.
White flag, drivers, white flag. Andrus making his way now into turn 2. And then you got to really honk down on those brakes into turn 3. Let that car rotate smoothly through that apex. We watch Shaun Cole in the background there, maintaining that P4 position behind Andrus. Robby Unser still maintaining P2. And Brian Highcotter, 22nd lead on the rest of the field here this evening. Oh, Andrus taking a very wide berth there out of turn 6 into 7. Hopefully he did not get a slow down there. Doesn't appear that there were any penalties. Seems to be increasing his speed coming off that last corner. Working his way down to turn 9. We watch the 39 in the background there. Still feeling some pressure from the 12. Joseph not giving up here, really wanting to not sit on a P5. He's wanting to pull up to a P4 here tonight for his record books. Got our eyes on that 39 and 12 battle now. And that final lap. And it looks like Brian Highcotter is going to be the one to come away with the win here tonight. For bragging rights in our 15-minute fun race that we have each month after the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. And here we watch Robby Unser coming across the line. Congratulations, P2 for him. Andrew Slissen's P3. Shaun Cole, P4. What a run for Shaun tonight. 12 car tries to break to the inside. Just a little too late. Great run tonight for the 39. Great appearance for the 12 coming out here late into the session. Appreciate you coming out, Joseph. Go ahead and talk to the drivers here. Big run tonight for the 15-minute fun race after the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Our winner's going to go to that number 05, Brian Highcotter, putting on quite the exhibition tonight, bringing his real-life skills to the track here on the iRacing Sun. We do appreciate each and every one of you coming out. Big congratulations to the other real world driver, Mr. Robby Unser. Yes, from the Unser family, the famous Unser family. Great to have Robby out here with us tonight, buddy. We do appreciate you coming out each and every month and joining us on the broadcast. Andrew Slissen's big podium finish for him tonight in that number 99. Shaun Cole, big show for Shaun. Appreciate Shaun and everything he does for the Simpit for our show here at the Hotlap Challenge each and every month. Peter Doblo, great to see you out here tonight. David Lebescu, Wooder Van Moort, Leo Dragata, Kenneth Eastep, all of you, appreciate you being here tonight. We'll look forward to seeing everyone in August. The third Wednesday of each month is when we get together for Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Big thanks to all the drivers and big thanks to our sponsor, Frank Rico from Ricmotech.com. Please visit his website. Just take a look at all the just amazing sim gear that he has.
Ricmotech, high-performance sim racing equipment.
Discuss sim racing with you and talk about
Whether you're just looking to have fun,
Thanks again, guys.
train for race day, or become a serious
Great job
esports
there,
competitor,
Kevin, on the mic. Very
Ricmotech has you
entertaining. Thank
covered.
for occupying the time while we are out there on track.
Hundreds of name brand
Brian
parts.
and Robby, way to go.
Support
One,
from
two guys.
experts that
Robby,
love sim racing.
Great job.
Trusted by the pros. There's only one place to go,
Brian, wow, that was a
Ricmotech.com.
stellar performance. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. Andrus was quicker. He just, I guess, made more mistakes.
Yeah.
Andrus was struggling that downhill, that double left-hander. What would have been like 4 or 5 or 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a tricky one.
that's the only. I mean, he would be gone, and then that's the only place I saw him make a mistake. And otherwise, I mean, he could pull me a second and a half a lap when he wanted to.
Right.
Like you were just stepping out about 4 or 5 10. You know what I mean? Steadily, kind of just going out. Whereas Andrus would make a big jump and then
come right
front,
back.
and I'd be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" But it was fun getting to get close to him because he's so damn fast. I never get to see him except in the past.
Well done, well done. All right. Well, I apologize to everybody out there. We had a little rough start getting things going and had to restart the stream, so that probably killed about half the people from being able to join us for viewing and even out on track. that's too bad, but hopefully we have these Windows updates. And I forgot I had done a format on one of these machines, and so some of that was that. Internet was being loopy. I might have to make my new homepage the speed test. So every time I go to fire up it, oh yeah, let's just make sure we have a good connection, because we were at about 1/20th the speed we were supposed to. I couldn't even get iRacing to acknowledge my mouse, which was really weird.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, on the homepage or the UI, not in the game. Anyway, so very good job. Brian Highcotter wins the event. The ticket, the golden ticket, as I like to call it, to the December event goes to Andrew Slissons, coming in second place in our official hot lap part of the competition. With that pit stop, he actually finished in third. Good job recovering and staying ahead of my damaged and slow off the pace car. Joseph Spacek, I'm just going to throw a big shout out to him, because I got by you and thought, oh, piece of cake, let me just gap you, and I built up about a second and a half, thought, there we go, let's just keep going. Next thing I know, you're reeling me back in, and you were getting faster every lap down the stretch, and if it had been one lap longer, I don't know if I would have been able to hold you off. So great job by Joseph, and despite a rough start, I had fun track, fun car, great pick there, Kevin.
Yeah,
really great. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I thought this would be kind of a fun little combination tonight, so I'm glad everybody enjoyed it.
So, all right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring this rough stream to a close. I want to thank you all for sticking it through. And if you came out there and we're on track, thank you for joining us. And we will see you for the next Hotlap Hump Day. It's always the third Wednesday of the month. Hotlap Hump Day will be here for the next one. Hopefully you will as well. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and this whole crew will see you on the track.